Hey, Patricia.
Hey, how are you?
Doing?
I'm changing my filter because I saw Quincy last week doing it with AC Master, so I think I'm ready. This is so easy to do. Look, this is my
What in the YouTube tutorial fail is that?
Patricia, I asked you to get a filter that was 30 by 17 by 1. The number one, you're in your heels, like changing it. Like, no, what is that?
That's what I did, Quincy. I used my coffee filters to make my size, the size that I need for my filter.
No, what were you trying to get? Decaf air? No, look, luckily, later on in the show, I'm going to show you guys how to properly maintain your AC unit. Come on, Patricia.
No.
Oh.
Hey guys, welcome to Business by 7. How are you guys?
Question is, how are you? Are you awake? Are you smelling the fresh brewed coffee smell in your house?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Say yes.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I don't know. You told me a specific size, and I didn't know how. You didn't tell me where to buy the filter, so I made my own filter. Come on, Quincy.
No, Patricia, you took more time putting tape on 17,000 filters than it would to Google the size that I sent you. Okay? I'm so happy this segment is going to air today.
We're Latinos, we fix everything with tape, with no
That
tape.
is not the right way to fix it. I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to AC, but I know that ain't right.
Right. Well,
Okay.
you know what's interesting or what's not right is you guys have seen what's happened to Ellen DeGeneres.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes.
you know, like everybody's like a lot of people are on the fence, but it looks like her friends are coming to her rescue, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we have some, a lot of actors come step forward and support her. And my point on all this, because we've been, reading right there, she's with Kevin Hart, he's supporting her and all these things. But Quincy, just from my point of view as a comedian, right? She's a comedian, you are a comedian. Sometimes you make jokes, sometimes it's just, as a comedian, you guys have fun.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean that you are bully or just not respecting the guests.
No.
So how do you think your point of view in this case? What is your thought?
Well, I mean, the thing with comedy is very subjective. So we can't spend our time always trying to find out who is it going to offend, who's going to like it, who's not going to like it, who's going to make a big deal out of it. At the end of the day, people are going to judge, and that's a part of, I know, a platform that I promote a lot is, we are all human beings. We all make mistakes. Stop being so quick to judge each other first before we get a chance to understand who the people are. And like my thing is, before you get mad at somebody, why would you just start going off on that person? At least find out, did you really mean, like, what did you mean by this? Let that person give you the opportunity to be upset.
See, I saw an article that really kind of rubbed me the complete wrong way pertaining to this, because to me, it seems like we've gone from trying to address a problem, which is a very real problem. Sexual harassment is not okay. That kind of like abusive work environment, not okay. Definitely not agreeing there. But to me, it seems like people are going on a witch hunt about Ellen, like bringing up jokes that she said years ago and funny segments that people are now saying, oh, look at Ellen. She's a bully. She's making fun of this person, this person. She's a comic. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like the cancel culture. I don't like when people set out to try to ruin someone. And it feels a little bit like that's what's going on here. But on the positive side, they did announce that the 3 producers in question have been let go from the show, and Ellen herself addressed employees, and one of the employees did come forward and say they are hopeful and they're happy and that everything is looking good, like it's looking good for the future. So that's the important part here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the important
time to be alive, isn't it?
Yes, and that's very important what you just say, because just work in a nice environment like we actually had the pleasure to work with an amazing crew behind the scenes.
Yeah, we
It's
did.
really important, and it's safety. And now her show, the 18th season, debut for it just went back for a few days. So her debut is gonna be September 14. So she still is gonna come with the 18th season of Ellen DeGeneres show. So we wish
Yeah.
all this.
Right on, Ellen.
Gonna be. Yes,
Yeah.
we love you, Ellen.
Yeah.
And talking about love, I'm so excited about this news because Washington football team appoints Jason Wright as a president of making history in the NFL. He is the first African American president for the NFL team.
Yep.
Congratulations!
Yeah, that's
Yay!
good.
Look at that.
And reading a direct quote from the organization, Jason has a proven track record in helping businesses transform culturally, operationally, and financially. They go on to say he's proactive and assertive and an advocate for inclusion of all people. We're all really excited for him to usher in a
Yes.
new era of Washington football. So welcome, Jason, as a fan. We are so excited to have you.
Yeah, it's gonna be great news, and especially with everything going on in Washington, is taking the step in the right direction, appointing people to be the initial people of the change, and that's
Yeah.
all pretty cool. And it's also interesting because, ladies, I was in Richmond. My family and I, we took an opportunity to just unwind. We've pretty much been in the house since March, and we went to Richmond, which is where the Washington football, your team, Ashley, that doesn't exist anymore. That's where their training camp is. But it was really interesting to look at, speaking of like social justices. Richmond was hit hard with a lot of the, protests and all that. I saw where statues have been removed, but just overall, it was cool to just get away and go, and relax.
Speaking of training camp, and hi, Barb.
Hey, Barb.
We're so excited to have you. But speaking of training camp, I was supposed to take baby Adrian, to meet his namesake, Adrian Peterson,
Wow.
at training camp this summer. Obviously, because of COVID, that's not happening. Hopefully it'll happen, sometime in the near future when it's safer. How cute is this onesie though, guys?
Oh my God, I love it.
I'm probably trending right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So it's so cool to
amazing.
see. Yeah, and you got a chance to hang out as well.
Oh my gosh, I did. I got to go out with some of the moms in my neighborhood. We had like mom's night out, and we went to Boyle Bay in Virginia Beach, which, if you guys don't know, it is amazing. They bring you your seafood in these big steamer bags, and you put on bibs and gloves, and you go to town. And it was just really, really nice to get to see some friends, to have some good food, and to get down and dirty with some seafood.
Yeah.
And Ashley, well, I have a clarification for one of my pictures that I posted on social media last week because, like everybody know, I was in Miami, and I took this picture, and everyone thought that it was the Malecón from Cuba. It's very similar to the Malecón, but it's not Cuba. It's actually in Key Biscayne in Florida. So yes, I received a lot of messages if I was in Cuba. So no, it wasn't Cuba. It was in Miami. But yes, I really like that picture.
That's a beautiful.
Yeah, it looked like you were just relaxed, as if you just had all the power in the world. Just nobody can take you out, right?
Well, I spent some time. I took some flowers and just, thinking about my father. So it was my time there. But yes, I was in Cuba. I was in Miami.
Yeah, good. Yeah. It looked like a pretty cool place to be. So, like I said, I mean, when we get a chance to just relax and be within ourselves, like, I really wish I could do certain things that I'm not capable of doing.
Same.
Okay, guys, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
It's a new movie called Project Power coming up on Netflix now with Anthony Fox. And this is a former soldier team up with a cop to find out the source behind a very powerful pill that it provides superpowers. Will you, my co-host, try this pill? Let's check this trailer out.
Power goes to where it always goes, to the people that already have it.
They think they can just test their product on my city. We'll let them see what happens.
I thought we were like Batman and Robin.
I don't know what power they had, but if I had a special power, I think I would love to just know what everybody else's power is so I can always win.
How about you, Ashley?
I said since I was little, because my last name was Fish and I was a girl, I wanted to be a mermaid, and I would still totally like to be a mermaid.
Well, if I took that pill, I would love to be invisible. So I can be in places that no one else can be, and I can check up on you guys.
It's very sneaky, Patricia. Very sneaky.
Creepy. That's really weird.
It's not creepy. It would be so nice.
So Barb said
Yes.
she would have the power to heal. That's an awesome power.
Yes, that's
I think that's better than any of ours.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh my gosh. So we have an amazing show for you guys today. We are going to see if Quincy can keep it cool while trying to qualify.
Absolutely, Ashley. And we're going to show you that shopping is safe at the shopping shops at Hilltop.
And also, Procreate Fertility Clinic still answer your questions during this COVID-19. But before we go into commercial break, da-da-da-da, happy birthday to you.
Go,
Happy
girl.
birthday
It's your birthday. Open wide.
Happy birthday, dear Quincy.
Say ah. Guys, it's Quincy's birthday. We're not going to tell you
Tomorrow.
when. That's not nice.
It's tomorrow. We're gonna celebrate it. So you have to ask for one wish and blow the candle.
Okay, I wish that I had all the powers in the world, like I said before. Hold up.
Yes! Look at how powerful you are.
Yeah, that was very powerful. That was long distance power. Thank y'all ladies so much. I know we're rounding out the year that we've been together and we've celebrated each of our birthdays. And obviously during this virtual time, it's still just as cool. I appreciate y'all and thank y'all. I almost forgot that my birthday was tomorrow. I knew it was this month, but that's how old
Thank you, Barb.
It's tomorrow. We love you, Quincy. So
Now-
now we can go to commercial breaks.
Yep. Now coming up next, healthcare heroes to the rescue. So don't go away.